I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? It's just the way I feel.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Rivers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take possession. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second down following the run. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Carr finding Patterson there for a Raider first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. Carr gives it off to Washington. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. Brought in by Walford, right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. So, boy, Derek Carr heads to the bench, and they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. And now Lynch. And this is caught. It's Cooper. We'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run. It's Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bruce Irvin in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. suddenly he was there.
Blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 22. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, Carr. And he rifles one incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Rivers now on 2nd down, and that's complete to Gates. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And complete right side to Cook. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon, go. On first down, it's Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yard.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
This one left side caught by Patterson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Washington. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first, here's Washington. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No. Gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Manuel. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Manuel. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Legion. Able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Right side catch. This is Gates. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing, Rivers, and nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Patterson. A nice gain of 21 yards.
talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll set up a throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Getting it to their playmaker, Cordero Patterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I think people underestimated how important fundamentals are, because Joey Bosa's hand placement, hand usage, and ability to beat guys in front of him to get to the quarterback is pretty good for a young player.
10.5 sacks last year as a rookie, led all rookies.
Only played 12 games, too.
That's a good point. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go now with Olawale. It's a pickup of 3 that time. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
4th and 1. This is what fullbacks live for. They're always the guys with all the marks on their helmets because they love sticking their heads in there to fight for the tough yards. And he gets the tough yards here to give his guys a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Brandon Oliver now on the return. Oh, and now he bolts He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Room here to run. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Maybe a free play here for Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Second down, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. So we've reached halftime here, and no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7, but for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to throw here. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked. Sebastian Janikowski has fashioned quite a career. I wonder if he's just a little bit jealous, though, because Adam Vinatieri leads him in just about every category. That's the only guy ahead of him.
Yeah, he's second in points, field goals made, extra points made, you name it. But he still had a heck of a career.
A monster career, an incredible leg.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the...
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown LA. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. E.J. Manuel and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, 1st-round draft pick. Uncle was a 1st-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now out on the field. Here comes Los Angeles. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, of one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Third and long for Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. E.J. Manuel and the offense heading back out onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and He gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So close to an NFL record, but denied by the crossbar.
And you have to feel bad for him, don't you? He squeezed every last inch out of that kick. Oh, I thought he had it, but you said it. He's denied by the cruel sound of the metal crossbar.
Rivers on first down. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And down to the 36-yard line here. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. First down, Rivers. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after them.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Mario Edwards in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
So out come the Raiders. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he finds Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup. There as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On the toss play, this is Washington. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw here. It finds Crabtree for the completion. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they get...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Here's Manuel. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. E.J. Manuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And that's complete to Gates. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Rivers looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with Washington, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Manuel. And complete right side to Cook. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jared Cook, 79 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. It's been back and forth, but the Chiefs have now taken the lead. Alex Smith with 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. To throw is Rivers. Gates has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rivers now from the 50. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slam. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
That man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. On third down, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now they got to get to the line quickly. One receiver left. That's Allen. Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Down the numbers. There he goes. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Right back to Washington. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Running it, Washington. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down following the run. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should land an ending to this one.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike. Second down, Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now Washington. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.